man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. On second down, looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. Past the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David,
oh, look out, there he goes! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hester. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
this receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He'll just keep slinging it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Flushed out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's McNamara. Pocket starts to collapse. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
From the gun, the ground game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's the end of the first half. With the Sooners, Iowa 7,
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football program out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He looks that one in nicely. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do?
Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver shows motion. But jet sweep pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Gill. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Unloads to the right. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game,
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Iowa 14, Oklahoma 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, where was that play when they needed it earlier in this game, right? I mean, they've just had no pulse offensively. They have not been able to threaten this defense at all, throwing it or running it. And they make a great play there, but, man, this game's almost over.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They want that clock to run. Pirouettes away from the defense. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown Sooners! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Iowa.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's McNamara. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end. Job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions. No doubt, that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Here comes the offense on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
And the Iowa offense will take over. First and 10.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this